Being stranded in space has been a common theme of the science fiction imaginary for decades. Adventures of a single individual or a restricted group lost somewhere far from home in the uncanny vastness of the cosmos include parts of Stanislav Lem's Tales of Perks the Pilot and Solaris, which was later adapted into film by Andrei Tarkovsky, Andy Weir's The Martian, the films Alien, 2001: A Space Odyssey, or the TV series Lost in Space with its self-explanatory title. In video games, such a style of often suspenseful narrative has found adaptations in a few big-budget works or in entirely original ones, like the famed System Shock series or Dead Space. Good Morning Commander and Night Dive Studios, the latter being the same people who are currently rebooting the original System Shock, bet on that old-fangled imaginary with a twist of their own to create Spirits of Xanadu, a game with a level design that feels reiteratively celebratory of works of fiction that apparently inspired the developers, or simply made it on their personal shelves. The story focuses on Xanadu, a research ship that mysteriously went silent many a light year from Earth, and the protagonist's mission is to investigate its probable demise and hopefully bring the ship to safety. Unlike works that clearly influenced these developers such as Ridley Scott's Alien, in which the crew members perish one by one to a common predator as the spectator witnesses the ongoing events, or System Shock 2, in which the player witnesses the disasters from inside the diegesis, or still Solaris, in which the psychological drama is experienced by the protagonist in its aftermath, while still holding the tension of the surviving crew members involved. Spirits of Xanadu welcomes you with empty chambers and a few mindless sentinels, not unlike Bioshock, another forefather in its thematic conception. While not seeming particularly original in its premise, the game's virtues come down to the personal stories, the psychological pressures and responses from the vanished crew members that the player character can find in logs and diaries as they go. These are records of interesting conflicts involving familiar issues, like alcoholism, boredom, and longing. Its decently executed writing is visceral enough and well acted enough to make the player stop and listen to 1-minute audio logs about birthday parties on the ship.
Just been listening to the recording I made for you last night on my birthday. It's a recording that you'll never hear. I know that much.
Several unique rooms filled with assorted surprises, from the lazily crafted enemy bots to puzzles to simply psychedelic effects, are responsible for tying up the storyline and keeping the player interested in what the initial object of the game is, finding out what the hell happened to the spaceship Xanadu. On the one hand, the rhythm of the level exploration works in unison with its simplistic story, mainly due to the game's extremely linear style. On the other hand, that's virtually all the game has to offer. The drama of a crew that went insane in a blend of horror, action, and investigation, while not exactly engaging in any of those configurations. What the player is left with is a myriad of cultural references that bear no clear link to the game's mechanics or story. Some nice artwork, decent epistolary style narrative, fairly compelling branching endings, and a slight touch of interesting mystery up until the point in which it becomes somewhat predictable. It's not that Spirits of Xanadu is downright bad or deeply flawed, it's just trapped in the developer's apparent pride in referencing and drinking from some fountains, ultimately offering no substantiated suspense, which was supposed to be its forte. It pleases in visuals and narrative, but lacks in plot development and challenge.